And welcome to the castle, everybody. This is Nightsaber Z42, and just a quick comment, this is all post-commentary. I actually got fairly sick at the beginning of the week, and I wasn't able to record this fully. I did this while I was sick, and I completed a whole bunch of stuff, which I'll get to in just a second after the cutscene.
So even Gremory has failed me. Alfred was afraid of what you could do with the shards, but not I.
Look at you. Is that what you wanted? The crystal? You betrayed us, Dominique.
Oh, don't think me ungrateful. I have you and Johannes to thank for teaching me the alchemist's lore and how to control the shards. Shards, I might add, which you gave to me of your own will. Your sacrifice has become my strength.
Why are you doing this?
Because once again, the demons appeared, and once again God stayed silent, while his servants were slaughtered mercilessly one by one. So I began to wonder, what if there is no God? What if the Lord we grovel and pray before is a lie, and our faith draws power from some other nameless, unspeakable thing? If so, I wash my hands of it, because God can rot. I decided to seek a higher power, the power to slay gods.
Do you realize how many people have died as a result?
They deserve to die, because they were weak, and more will follow until I obtain all I desire.
This whole mess wasn't enough for you?
If the last summoning had been enough, I wouldn't have had to bring you here.
You're after a more powerful demon. Gerbel's crystal wasn't enough to summon it, so you needed mine instead.
Smart girl. I like that. But your crystal was too clean, too pure. So I made sure you would obtain shards and acclimate yourself to demonic power. Then Gremory could possess you after the battle with Gerbel had worn you down. If Zangetsu hadn't betrayed me.
Doing the right thing isn't a betrayal.
You know what? I never expected to be put in a corner like this. You leave me no choice but to play my final card. I will use my crystal and the Libelo Gaiath to summon Baal, the ultimate demon!
Do you realize what will happen to you?
Do you? You don't. So I'll tell you. There's a reason Gerbel survived 10 years ago.
What does he have to do with this?
It was in his blood. An exorcist, like me. Our blood suppressed the crystal corruption and effectively spared his life. And now I have surpassed him. I command the crystal through Enochian script. No demon is too powerful for me to summon, even if I cannot keep it here forever.
But the process is slow, because I can see the summoning isn't complete.
Do you really think you can stop me before then?
Oh yes, I do. You don't understand what power is for. You wield it stupidly, arrogantly, and now you will pay the price.
So, I am also going to be recording a bonus video after this video goes up for some optional bosses and some extra stuff. But, while I was sick, I basically completed all of the quests for the food quests and the monster quests. There was a new lady named Abigail who also had some quests available, but I saw that really late and I was like, you know what, I really don't want to do that. So I decided after I did all of that, I would fight Dominique, and I actually did fairly well. And I showed my stats and whatnot, what I was using at the very beginning of the video. I think I probably didn't do it for this one, but I'm using Lohengrin mainly because of the arch for the attack is very nice. For spells, I'm mainly using Directional Shield just to basically counter some of her spells. She actually never used the her beam cannon or whatever it is in this fight, but she can use this really hard to dodge beam, and the Directional Shield is actually an easy way to counter that. So used high potions to heal up because I wanted to save my X potions, and I am max on potions, the 3 different types of potions, and I actually got that spell from defeating Iga, which you'll see in the bonus video. You actually get that spell after you defeat him. So here we are moving to the next part of the fight against Bale, which I thought looked really cool at first, and then I saw the rest of him and was like, okay. I mean, the head looks really cool, but everything else, not quite. I mean, you got like a lizard, and then you got this, I don't know, cat. And so I try to focus on the head that Dominique was going to be sitting on, and it's kind of really hard to hit the animals without getting hit yourself. So yeah, there's also that. And each head has its own different attack, of course. But getting up here on the these platforms is probably the easiest way to deal damage. And really, all you gotta do is just avoid Dominique's spells and just keep attacking, and eventually you'll get her. I mean, the spells aren't that hard to dodge. The lizard actually, in the second part of the fight, the lizard actually does his devastating beam attack, which it barely missed me. I didn't expect it, and I was in the wrong position for it, but it actually ended up working out. The hardest thing that you're gonna have is the those Rigadoins, I think, or the rays, and here I actually figured out that using my I forgot what it's called, Indomitable spell is the best. Oh, it was the cat that did the beam. Okay. Is actually really good because it does 94 damage per each tick, and there's like a ton of hits.
Unacceptable.
Boom, 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 boom. You can see all the 94s just going across there. And so the only problem is, since the enemy is always rotating, you have to wait. And I was bent on hitting the one that Dominique was in, or I guess just hitting any of them because they all share HP, I think. And there's my second. I have this thing about using potions, especially you'll see it in the bonus video, but it's like I use a potion and I don't take a hit, and then I end up defeating the enemy fairly soon after, and it's just, it's like, did I really need to waste it? But then again, anything could have happened, and so, oh well. Yeah. I mean, this fight is fairly easy compared to others, and Ego was actually easily my favorite boss to fight in this game. Just because, I mean, he telegraphs his attacks, but it's difficult, and you'll see. But other than that, I had a lot of time to reflect about how I felt about this game, and I know that I've complained a lot in later episodes. I think I complained for like half of this actual series, and I think if I weren't doing live commentary, I probably would have had a lot more fun. But I was kind of just going through, and you know, I don't think I was playing the game correctly, is what I'm getting at. And I think now that I actually took the time to, you know, farm a little bit, get myself up with the weapons and some of the quests and my stats, I think I had a lot more fun in the last 2 episodes that I recorded. And it only took me to get sick. But here's another cutscene with Johannes, and it's going to be the end of the game.
Dominique. She could have done so much good, but...
I know.
Wait. The Liber Logaeth.
The book that started it all. What are you going to do with it?
The same thing the Master was trying to do before he died. He inscribed Enochian letters onto each of the castle's structural weaknesses. Now, I will use the book to perform a rite here at the heart of the castle. The rite will activate the Enochian script and send the castle and demons back from whence they came.
So that's what Alfred was trying to accomplish.
We need to begin. Stand back, Miriam.
It's over.
Yes. You've made the world right again.
Not without sacrifice. Gerbel, Alfred, Zongetsu.
Gerbel's fate was already sealed. There was nothing you could have done. And the Master and Zangetsu made their own choices. They fought gladly and proudly for what they believed in. Lives like theirs deserve to be celebrated.
True. And demons still remain in this world. We can grieve later, after finishing the last of them off.
That reminds me. The Master took note of how I was forestalling your corruption and suggested some improvements. I think I might be able to stop the crystal from overtaking you permanently.
Really?
I can't make any promises, but yes, I think.
Well, thank you, Johannes.
You're very welcome. Come on, let's go home.
All right.
So this officially ends the game right here with the end credits. So yeah, I think if I had taken the time early on to really learn the mechanics of the game and really get into the grindiness a little bit, which I mean, that's something I really don't enjoy in a lot of games. You have to do it just right, or at least make the gameplay fun for it. And in this game, I kind of saw just the grind monotonous, especially the way that I ended up doing, because there's a lot of gold farming tips and stuff, and it's really easy to farm gold if you actually get your luck stat up. There's a specific spot that I actually grinded a lot of gold in a fairly quick amount of time. And you do, like, if you're not farming for gold, then you're farming for materials. And that in and of itself, I mean, you'd have to find the monster out in the world and all of that, and it just kind of really just wastes a lot of time. And that, I mean, it's not fun at all. So once I've actually gone through that and set myself up for success, yeah, I had some fun. But I mean, I don't know. Eventually we'll get procedural maps. So the castle layout will be different each time you play it. And then there's of course hard and nightmare mode, which I'm not gonna do. I think I did as much as I want to do for this game, and I am content with leaving the series off in the next video. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to leave a comment down below. Check out the description for my Facebook and Twitter information. While you're at it, give this video a huge thumbs up to support the series, and I will see you guys in the next video.